Yeah, it was kind of like a mixture of things that brought me and my oldest daughter to NWI last year. I'm recently in remission from stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is like, it's a cancer of the immune system. And after that, I had a lot of neurological issues myself. And my daughter has had a lot of health challenges her life, and she was actually born with congenital nystagmus and a heart condition, and she's had kind of a seizure disorder on and off. She had a bout of febrile seizure, so then we thought maybe she had epilepsy. So there was like a mixture of things that kind of made me start looking into functional medicine, and really it was when my oldest started having these absent like seizure episodes in October of 2018, and traditional neurology was kind of at a loss of like how to diagnose her. And basically after like months of testing, they kind of came to the conclusion that it was these subconscious seizures that was basically, they said, was a result of my cancer treatment, so that they were kind of advising a different route. And I was just, as a mom, just trying to research all my options, so I found functional neurology, and let me hear. So I guess it would be Nystagmus really brought us to NWI, and the reason that it did, so my oldest Ava, she was born with, again, congenital nystagmus, and it, from an early age, we just really kind of struggled with getting properly diagnosed and treated. It was kind of this rare condition that it was like, there weren't many options. It was just kind of like, you know, low vision devices, and she did a lot of like vision therapy at school, and it was kind of a weird kind of happenstance where I'm a big Chicago Blackhawks fan, and I came across Daniel Carcillo's video on the Players Tribune, and he was talking about his journey with concussions, and I could see in the video that he had, his eyes were like moving with nystagmus, and I was like, whoa, nystagmus is like related to traumatic brain injury. Like, I didn't really know that. I just thought my daughter's was from a birth, and the information I had was limited. So that had me kind of searching functional neurological disorder, and then up popped your website, and I made my consultation. Another like thing with my family's kind of journey is 10 years ago my husband had an AVM, and after that, you know, I kind of saw the amazing things traditional neurology can do. They did 4 embolizations. He had a 12-hour brain surgery to remove a mass from his brain, but the follow-up care was, you know, he was just kind of prescribed some medicine to guard against seizures, and I was kind of watching that, and when my daughter was going through all of her things and my experience with my husband, I knew something wasn't right with my daughter, and I just knew that I had to just kind of look at all my options, and I was blown away by your type of evaluations from what I'd seen my husband after a 12-hour brain surgery. It was very quick, like kind of a few things they would check, and you know, all your exams were so thorough. I've never seen in 10 years like anything that thorough when it came to a neurological exam, and I was blown away, especially as a mom, because we had always struggled to get like really clear pictures of my daughter's eyes because of the nystagmus, and I had never seen one of those, I think you call them like VNGs with the headsets, and you could calculate the velocity of her nystagmus and then calculate a plan to help slow that over time without needing surgery, because from when she was little, I was told my only option was basically eye surgery to correct the nystagmus, and it seemed to me like, you know, I didn't want to put my child through that. So I was really happy that there's, you know, an alternative therapy that can do just as good a job as surgery. For me personally, after I had my exam, it was found that I had orthostatic hypotension, and I had, so when I would change positions, things, I would kind of black out, and then I also had some nystagmus that I don't know if it was related to my chemotherapy or possibly my past history playing volleyball. I played volleyball in college, played a lot of games, and I probably had a lot of concussions because I played basketball and soccer too. So yeah, so I don't know, but it was, I knew because I could tell very quickly once you started doing the exercises, like with my nystagmus, like especially when I was driving at night, like I could tell the difference right away. A lot of the glare went away. I was able to focus. I didn't have as many headaches. And then the stim that you did, because you guys did a lot of stim, so it helped with my vagus nerve. And going through chemotherapy, I found out that I had a lot of issues with my vagus nerve because I have a tendency to pass out with a lot of things like blood draws and then even just changing positions. So you were doing a lot of stim to help that kind of regulate itself, and then it also helps with my digestion because I had a lot of issues with that after chemo as well. I would say it's kind of given us a sense of power back. I mean, when we came here, we kind of really felt broken, and at like the end of our road, we didn't really have a diagnosis. We were just kind of really at a loss, and you guys gave us a lot of answers and helped kind of get us on the right track, got us healthy. I learned a lot about like my body and just ways to like kind of just stay regulated, and my biggest accomplishment was that I got to play volleyball again. So I got to celebrate being in remission by playing volleyball again back in September at my alma mater, Dominican University. So that was a great milestone. You know, NWI is just like everyone's just great and welcoming, and you can tell that you really just care about the outcome and your quality of life. And I think that was one of the things you said in your kind of when I was getting to know everyone, that you try to get to the root cause of what's really going on. And you did, like for us, and you validated a lot of my concerns, like personally and as a mom. So I can't thank you guys enough. And you know, Dr. Joe did a great job, and Dr. George with Ava, like the gains that we've seen in a short period of time, like were incredible. So I can't thank you guys enough.